Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's
All
yours
right,
truly,
good afternoon.
Tika. We're Real Talk with Queen Thickums. This is season 1, episode 8. We have special guests in the house tonight. We have Prince Raheem, Mr. Willie Rich, and yours truly, Mr. Smoke. Prince, introduce yourself and tell the people where you from.
Well, I go by the name of Prince Raheem, 305 Miami legend, who's originally from Hollis, Queens, New York. Been in the industry 37 years and still going.
All right, brother Willie Rich.
Oh yeah, my name is Willie Rich. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, by way of Montgomery and Selma right now. You know, I call it Players Town. I've been in the game right now for about 2 years, but I really just threw my hat in the ring the last 6 months.
Okay.
Right.
And yours truly, Mr. Bruce Smith, Mr. Smoke in the building.
What's up, everybody? My name is Mr. Smoke from Alabama.
Yes, sir.
Roll Tide. Yep.
Roll Tide.
All right, y'all, we're here for an exciting show. And I got to work this one a little backwards today because we are celebrating 50 years of hip hop.
Yes.
Along with a spinoff to Southern Soul. So I'm going to target brother Prince Raheem. I'm going to pick on you.
Let's
I know you just got through with the debut of the 50 years of hip hop. Tell us a little bit about that and how that came about.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. The 50 years of hip hop celebration was brought together by a young lady by the name of Christy Colbreth out of Augusta, Georgia. Well, Aiken, South Carolina, actually. The event was held at the SRP baseball stadium. And it was actually the first time that Black performers had the opportunity to grace the platform of that stadium. So we made history just October 6th.
Okay, I was fortunate enough to see you at the Lower Music Festival. And I think that was the kind of the kickoff. That was you with Splat Pack, Gucci Crew,
Young and Restless.
Young and the Restless. So that was a good spinoff. Now that we talk a little bit about your hip hop, you somewhat pinching and stepping into the Southern Soul. People don't know you got a voice. Just a pinch. Not a pinch, but a pinch.
Just a pinch. Just a little pinch, you know. I've been dibbling and dabbling in music, and as an artist, you don't want to box yourself into any one thing. So as an artist, I've tapped into different genres, and Southern Soul was just a genre I fell in love with. So it, for me, naturally, with the fans that grew up off bass music now becoming Southern Soul fans, it made it like a no-brainer for me. If there was somewhere I was going to go, it would definitely be Southern Soul.
Okay. With that in play, we also have my brother, Mr. Smoke, is in the building, representing the hip hop nation, that hit nation, baby. Mr. Smoke, welcome aboard, and I'm glad you're able to make it. This is kind of like a spinoff for me, and I'm so excited that you're able to join us tonight. So from the music industry, tell us a little bit why you are in music. How did that come about?
Well, I've been singing this. I've been 4 years old in church. And so my mama, she sang, my brother sang. So we've got like a big family gospel group. And so 4 years ago, I decided I'd write a blues record, a Southern Soul record. And it did good for me, so this one met.
And what was that record that you wrote that put you on the map?
Whoa, now baby, she putting that thing on me.
She must have put it on your brother.
Okay, he had to make a song about it.
I hate to ask, but since my audience want to know, is that a real story or a combination of stories put together?
Well, I told my mama one day, I said, Mama, I got a girl, I'm putting that thing on her. My mama said, boy, ain't nothing a man pole can do with a woman hole. So I found out getting that thing put on me.
All right.
What you say?
Yep. So all majority of our guys, we get that thing put on us.
Okay, with that being in mind, so I'm around you all in Hit Nation quite a bit. So the majority of your songs are kind of somewhat based on real life experience or friend experience or just the social world. Because you got some real songs that make you sit there and be like, how in the world he came up with them?
Yeah, the song. I try to, like back in the days when you talk about Marvin Cease and Johnny Taylor, Tyrone Davis and Little Milton and so many others. Those guys wrote songs based on true stories and can help you through anything. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
relationship wise or just life situation. So that's a lot of stuff that goes on in our genre that real popular, but it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I try to stick with a good storyline, just like my song I just released called "We Men Can Dish It, But We Can't
Oh
Take It."
yeah,
You know what
that's
I'm
my
saying? So
song.
that's a true song. I think we men feel like we could do everything when it comes to certain things, but when the women do it, we can't take it.
That's true. And I'm gonna step backwards. I'm gonna go back to Prince Raheem. For those who don't know,
Yes.
Raheem and I've been rocking since middle high school. We met
Oh,
years ago, and the song on my heart has always been my favorite song. Loose my money, honey. That was the song.
Yes, Auntie.
That is my
Yes.
song. But Raheem, you too are from that spiritual side. So
Yes.
is it growing up spiritually and now trying to balance out the music industry? Because as a spiritual person, sometimes being in a secular world, people don't think you should cross over but stay in the church house. So how did that have a bind on you as a rap artist though? You went into the rap industry.
Correct. Well, I'll be honest with you. It wasn't an easy transition at first, again, because I was conflicted on, coming from a church background, New Mount Zion Baptist Church in New York. It was an opportunity that was presented to me by some artists that were in my neighborhood. They go by the name of Run DMC from Hollis, Queens. And they gave me the opportunity to open up one of the tours for them when they very first started. Once that happened, I had to figure out where I wanted to go as an artist because there was already a lot of stuff out there, being that hip hop started in '73. What I decided as for myself was that I wasn't going to have records that were too explicit. You understand what I'm saying? Like I might have said a little word here and there. However, I kept my lyric kind of clean, so I never really had many problems getting on radio. I gave descriptive stories. You dig what I'm saying? So I allowed people a front row seat into what was going on in my life. Every song that I wrote, from Loose My Money to Pull It All the Way Down, was an actual factual event that took place.
Okay, Mr. Willie, I'm gonna pick on you a little bit because
no,
you the
you ain't.
newbie.
Good try.
You the newbie. So,
Okay.
but you said something behind stage that caught my attention. You play
All
an
right.
instrument as well. So, as an artist, do you think your advancement of knowing music and how to play it has helped you in your career?
Oh, most definitely. It goes back farther than that. I went to Tuskegee University, and I was in the university choir, and that kind of composition, arrangement, choral music helped me with writing and composition in my music now today. So it's not just me singing. I mean, not just me playing the instrument. It's doing voices and arrangements and stuff like that too, for sure.
Okay, so you write your own music and
Oh,
is that
well, yeah, but I deal with the Union Music Group right out of Montgomery, and I'll do a composition and I take it to them, and I come out with something different, and it'd be much more better than what I would do. But I understand the concept of music and putting it together. Oh, yeah.
okay, so you have fans that are in the audience now listening. You mentioned the Union Music Group.
What's up, y'all, fans? Go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
Explain what that is, because when the audience is listening, they may not even understand what that is or how.
Oh, okay. Well, the Union Music Group is a group of producers. It's mainly two guys, Jay and Five. And what they do is they compose music for a lot of people that's up and coming and some people that's extremely established. right now, and it's I liken it to like a little small Motown where people use the same sound and kind of support one another. So the Union Music Group is a production team based
Okay.
out of Montgomery, Alabama, downtown.
Okay. Raheem and Smoke, do y'all do the same thing, or is it a different spinoff for you in your area?
For me in my area, you know, I have a core team of producers that I deal with. Ayo Bands out of South Carolina, K Bass out of Palm Beach. And, you know, I've worked with them for years. I initially started with Beatmaster Clay D, who's produced for everybody from 2 Live to H-Town. So, you know, my production has varied, and the producers that I use have varied as I grew as an artist.
Okay. How about you, Smoke?
Well, we use Hit Nation. We use Awesome Bow. Me personally, I use Union Music Group as well. Out of Montgomery. The good producers, just like Willie said, and I got a couple more producers that I work with. That's my band members produce music as well. So some of the similar stuff like Willie was saying.
Okay. With that, you hit a point for me to ask you this question. Because you actually have your own band, Smoke, so it's quite different. How much change do you have to make to go from playing with a band as far as performing a track?
I hate tracks. Let me say that much. I hate tracks. I've been doing this 4 years. I say out of the 4 years, I'm gonna say I did at least 80 shows. I say that, and 75 of them have been with my band. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I have to do track shows sometimes, but I really, really hate a track show because I come up in the church singing quartet gospel, and we always sung with live music, and
Gotcha.
that's my best foot forward live band. Now I do track, and I'm not as energetic with a track because you can't extend the songs, and that's what. And not only that, I've been a lead singer for a long time, not a background singer. So it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? When you out front, you got to think of different stuff to say or different stuff to say to entertain. So that's why I was so used to having the Smoke Band. I'm gonna show some love to the Smoke Band, the baddest band in the land. And so I love singing with the band.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Willie Rich? Do you sing with a band too, or is just right now?
This is the thing now. I got a band in Atlanta right now, but we're not singing Southern soul music. We come from old school, like top 40 Motown for agency gigs. You know, like people just getting married and corporate gigs, frat parties and things like that. But as far as my new music, as far as the band goes, I prefer different from Smoke a track because I want my music the first time, because I'm not as established, to sound like it sounded out the studio. Like a lot of times a band, you know, they might play what they want to play for a minute. It might be the same point. But when I first put my music out, I want it to sound like it sound coming out the studio with me on top of it. But I get Smoke point, and I dig playing with a band for sure on songs that there's other people's songs right now.
I guess I better add, I'm one of few band that sounds just like the album.
You got a bad band, bro.
Yeah, you get the same.
You got a bad band, yeah.
You got a bad band.
You know, so I'm thankful. And like Willie said, some musicians will play what they want to play now. I can attest it. I can attest to that. But if you ain't playing good long weekend like it on the record, you can't be in my band.
Okay, my next question is to each one of you all. Okay. If you had to choose one or two songs that actually put you on the map, what song do you feel like is your favorite, and which song put you on the map? Raheem, I'm gonna start with you.
For me, the song that put me on the map had to be "Pull It All the Way Down." It was a song that I did while I was still with Clay D, but was transitioning into a solo artist at the time. It was the first time that the world got a chance to see my name on a cover because the group was Beatmaster Clay D and the Get Funky crew for so many years. So it was like, who's the guy rapping? Who's the DJ? Well, we are the Get Funky crew, and the DJ was Magic Mike back in the days. Then we switched to Doc Fresh and Swift C. However, I was the main core member. I always remained the rapper of the Get Funky crew. On Pull It All the Way Down, that put me on the map. But Loose My Money took me over the top and made me a household name.
Lose my money, honey.
That's what I said. How about you, Smoke?
Well, I want to pause before I say my favorite song because Prince, I didn't know that he sang no 2 songs. You know, I know he
Yes, sir.
Hey, Prince, I used to be a bad boy dancing back in the day, boy.
We listening, Smoke. Come on, I'm here for it, bro.
I used to dance to that, man. I love them.
Yes, sir.
Big ups to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Of course, my biggest song is "Good Lord."
Yes,
you know, and that's my biggest song. But my favorite song is "The Weekend." You know what I'm saying? But the world choose "Good Lord" over "The Weekend." You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so.
And why is "The Weekend" your favorite song?
Because there's so many people like us today that work Monday through Friday, and we live for the weekend.
The weekend,
and you know,
That's
and you, even me, I'm in my shop tonight where I sell wheels and tires. And Monday through Friday, I be throwing them wheels and tires, and I be tired of hell. But when Friday come, I ain't gonna let nobody mess up my weekend.
I know that's
so. Yeah, so that's all me.
Nobody messed up my weekend.
Yeah.
All right, Brother Rich.
Well, look, all my songs, my favorite songs, because ain't none of them caught on yet. But I say this. I like my song Fly With Me. And it puts you in the mind. To me, it's the reverse. You remember how Sade had this song Smooth Operator and how it made a man feel when he dressed up and went out? You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I try to do with Fly With Me with a woman. I feel like it's some real boss women out there, and that's my homage to them with this song. Now, the second song that I like, to me personally, is it's called Have a Party. It's Have a Good Time. And the only reason I say that is because, you know, I really found my stride in Southern Soul, in my opinion, with that song. Okay. So once I start getting my formula down on what Southern Soul means to me and how I can project it, then it wasn't no looking back.
Awesome. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now you all are established, and Willie, you are just established yourself.
I'm coming though. I'm coming.
You there because I done seen you perform. The thing is, all 3 of you all are singers. You're artists, you're producers, and you're entertainers. You have a melting pot all mixed together, and that's what I love. Uncle Reggie, unmute yourself, baby. Okay. You listen to them. As you've been in the world of music for a long time, and I always bring him in on the expert side. If you can give them any advice, what would you do or say to them based on what you heard?
Oh, from everything I've heard, they've been true to the game. That's all I can say. I've been knowing Raheem. I know it's been 30 years.
Yeah, definitely. But more than that, I was literally a teenager when I first met Uncle Reggie.
I remember. Yes, you and my niece Holly Monroe was doing y'all thing together a lot of times.
That's right. I found his niece, wound up doing a show in Jacksonville, and his niece happens to be the cousin of famous rapper Redhead Kingpin out of New York. And I happened to see her on the stage with him. And I'm like, who is that? We were all on the tour together, me, Redhead Kingpin, a couple of other acts. I'm like, who is she? Holly Monroe couldn't have been no older than
12, 13.
No, she was about 6 or 7 at that time. She was little. That's when we were calling her MC Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
7 or 8. Yeah. And she had MC Boo-Jack. You understand?
That's my son.
Yes. And once I caught wind of who they were, it was a wrap from there. I did not want to separate. I needed her. I used to take her out on the road with me, brought her down to Miami. We recorded in Miami. That became my family. Anytime I came to Jacksonville, I would see Uncle Reggie, Aunt Pat, and Mama Sharon.
Yep. And we've been locked together ever since.
Yes, sir.
But I want to say this to you, Raheem.
Yes, sir.
Had I known about our show that we did together not long ago, you know how it ended. Had I
Yes,
known
I
you
do.
were there, you know I would let you perform, right?
Listen, I know you would have. I'm not worried about that because we know things wasn't right with that situation.
Yeah, yeah. And you seen me do
So
something you ain't seen me do in 100 years.
that part,
Shut the whole show down.
shut it down.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was justifiable. And I wasn't mad. I wasn't upset at all. It was justified.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Well,
be
we gonna
honest
be.
with you, I felt the same way Uncle Reggie felt. You know, it was a mess.
So, but for me and you, my brother, you know I'm always looking out for my people. You know that.
Always, baby, always, huh?
Yeah. Like I said, so anytime you need me, you got me. You know that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Queen, you mighty quiet.
I told y'all I was gonna be good tonight.
No, that's Queen. I changed her name. Her name ain't Queen Thickums no more. Her name is Queen Trickums.
Okay,
Lord.
Queen Thickums. She tricks everybody.
Because she almost tricked that boy to taking his shirt off last week. She had him about to get butt naked on there.
Lord have mercy.
I
Come
don't know.
on now.
We gonna have to do a contest because she done. I don't know, Queen. You done perform with everybody but Raheem, right?
Right. I haven't performed with Raheem. Did I perform with Mr. Smoke yet?
Somebody got an extra device on. It's
I don't think
echoing.
so. It's Queen got some on.
Yeah, I don't have a device on.
It ain't me.
It wasn't me.
I got an echo from somewhere, but my phone is on Do Not Disturb, so I don't know. But no, I haven't performed with you yet, Mr. Raheem.
It's
But
coming,
I do
darling.
look forward to doing it
Yes.
real soon.
I didn't get that. Could you
I
try
want to
again?
say, I want to say something about. I want to say something to Prince Raheem again, because
Yes, sir.
everything is a cycle. You know what I'm saying? And they come back round again. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If the music you was doing, put it all the way down, and along with Luke Skywalker, Raheem the Dream, and Freak Nasty, and so many more of you guys that did that kind of music. And
Yes.
it kind of died down for a while. But it's coming back, because if you listen to Usher new song, you know what I'm saying? I can freak you like you want. All
Come
this
on
stuff.
now.
They try to come back with it, but hey, they can't do it like y'all did back in the day, though, boy.
That part.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you so much for that, brother, because again, we are the genuine article of that sound. You understand what I'm saying? We birthed that sound. I had to explain to people, hip hop started in 1973, but the South never had a voice in hip hop until 1986. And that sound originated in Miami. It was called Miami Bay. We opened the gateways and the corridors for Atlanta. I need people to really understand and value this, because there were only 5 cities, not states, 5 cities that made the coalition of the South in hip hop in its early beginnings. And those cities were Miami, who initiated it, Houston, who followed. Then we had Atlanta. We then had Mississippi, and then we had Louisiana, New Orleans, to be exact. Those were the 5 cities. And it was back Biloxi, Mississippi. We had an artist that came out of Biloxi, Mississippi. Those were the 5 cities that started Southern hip hop in 1986.
All right.
I know on your interview, Raheem, I know one of your interviews that I was listening to that you mentioned about a lawsuit that helped open up hip hop.
Yes.
And I think Luke did that.
Yes. What wound up happening was Luke had several, but the biggest one was the one he had to take all the way to the Supreme Court, which was the freedom of speech. At the time, everybody knows, if you listen to the old 2 Live catalog, they did a lot of sampling and recreations of other people's songs. And they did their own spins to it. The artists who were R&B artists, and you got to keep in mind, they were using country songs and rock songs. So these artists were upset about the infringement. They, aside from being upset about the infringement, they were upset that they were so vulgar over their music, their masterpieces. So it became a thing where they tried to mute the sound. It wasn't until Luke went to the Supreme Court that the sticker for the parental advisory was placed on records, as well as it allowed the artists that are out now, any rapper right now, any R&B singer right now that is a little more explicit than the average, they owe that to Luke. They owe that to Two Love Crew for setting the precedence and standard to open the gateway for us all.
Okay, knowledge.
Yep. They're Luke. They were real nasty boy.
They were the nasty boys for real. You know, Uncle Reggie.
I know it there.
Them boy real nasty. I'm glad you had God in your life.
Yeah, I didn't have to go that route. I ain't had to go that far.
Hey, I'm gonna say this because I hate to leave, but I got a big Stephen Mills show this weekend, and my guys are working on the system, putting everything together. I will hang out with y'all the rest of the night, and y'all know I love to hang out with y'all.
Yes, sir.
Tika and family, Raheem, my boy. Pleasure meeting y'all, man. I look forward to seeing y'all on the road. Well, if y'all see me, y'all most likely see me with Jeff Floyd most of the time if you see me out there.
Yep.
But I want to say good night, everybody, because I got to get this sound system up because I'm producing the whole show, so I got to go.
Handle your business on.
Y'all take care. See y'all soon.
All right,
All right.
All right. So Prince Raheem.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna be a rapper.
You think you're gonna be a rapper queen? Come on in.
You but the hip hop, you don't stop, rock it to the bang bang. I know that.
Talk about it. Sugar Hill Gang.
I know that one. That's during my time. And
yes.
Your songs I'm very familiar with as well. I love what all three of you guys are doing. Hey, Southern Soul is where it is. But I like all genres of music, doesn't matter. But Southern Soul is just doing its thing.
It really is. I'm gonna say this and just tagging in on what you're saying, Queen. I think for the most part, Southern Soul is going through the transition that bass music went through. Again, as I tell people, if you think of Southern Soul, we in the bass realm consider Southern Soul our cousin. That's our cousin or our brother or sister genre. You dig what I'm saying? Because all the fans that loved our music have grown up, matured, and transcended and turned over to Southern Soul.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it was amazing to hear some of the great work, like Mr. Smoke, to hear the Tuckers, the Pokey Bears, to hear those guys, and the Jeter Jones, and even the young up and coming artists as yourself, Young King. It's amazing to see and bear witness to the growth of Southern Soul, because I remember the onset of it and watching how, back when I first started following it, Sir Charles was the man. And he was the only person in Southern Soul that I knew, because remember, it was soul and blues when Johnny Taylor and them were there. So it wasn't called Southern Soul.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So when it transcended and became Southern Soul, and I got a wind of who Sir Charles was, I'm like, oh, I like the way that feels. That feels good. You understand me? It's that feel good music. It's that, and that's why I felt like Southern Soul was just such a fitting name, because it's music that soothes the soul. It feels so good.
Yep.
Well, I like to got the Holy Ghost then.
Yeah, anything that says soul, you already feel it. What I'm saying?
That part.
What it is. You know what I'm saying?
That part. Now, I know, Mr. Smoke, you may agree with me on this. There are some in the realm of Southern Soul that in my opinion, should not be there. I hear the music and I'm like, what the hell is that? and why are the people gravitating to that? That is not music. The tone is off. The keys that they playing, the chord exchanges they trying to do. I'm like, none of it worked. But for some reason, it shows the dedication and the support that the fans have for that realm of music. You understand?
Yes.
So again, like he said, anything with the word soul in it is supposed to touch the soul.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
What Mr. Smoke does touches the soul. Sir Charles, Judy Jones, LaQuina, you know, I could go on and on about the artists that I love from the genre. You know, I even like some of the newer artists. We were just on the show in Tallahassee with West Love and what's the young king's name that was on the show with us, Tika?
J1.
J1. Loved them. I loved them. You feel what I'm saying? I love me some West. West took us to church. You understand me? That woman took us to church. And I was like, yes, baby. I've been waiting to see her. Ever since I saw her go viral for performing my mentor song. She sang Betty Wright's song on Facebook and it went viral for her.
Yes.
You know, I was, as a rap artist, fortunate enough to be mentored by two R&B legends. One being Michael Sterling and the other being the late, great Betty Wright. So I never learned how to be an entertainer from rappers. I may have watched and viewed what they did. However, my approach to it was totally different than everybody else's because they came from a great legacy of entertainers that were before them. So they got their pointers from those before them. So to have Betty Wright say, I need you to come to my house tonight, and I'm going to have you sit in front of my daughters and my husband, King Sporty, who was big in the reggae world with Bob Marley, the Wailers, and all of them, to sit in front of them as a 14, 15-year-old kid, I was nervous. I mean, nerves everywhere. But they would let me run through my set, and then they would say, you need to change this. I said, well, damn, y'all done erased my whole show. Goddamn, what am I supposed to do then? And they showed me, Prince, if you want to be remembered and you want to have a legacy in this music, you have to put your show together to where you truly entertain the crowd. It's easy for anybody to get up on a stage and just sing the words that they recorded in the studio and walk across the stage back and forth. But are you truly entertaining is the question.
Yes, gotta be an entertainer.
You have to.
I can say, I want to say another thing, Prince, and Willie can attest to this because we both close to Montgomery area and all that kind of stuff. But I heard you said that the genre thing that y'all did is kin to the Southern Soul, the cousins. But Willie tell you this: if you go to them parties in Montgomery, when they start playing that booty shake music, and they're right, Willie.
Yes, sir.
Crazy, dog.
Are you serious?
Hey, my blind Willie.
Oh no, you ain't lying at all.
Smoke, we need to connect. Y'all need to get me out your way, bro. I need to be out there.
I tell you, listen, it can be any Southern Soul party. They start playing your stuff and Luke Skywalker, the people go crazy. Today.
Wow.
That's what I want to bring up about you know, I'm coming from a hip hop background, and I'm from Memphis, so I come from a real blues background. And we was talking about the transition from blues to Southern Soul with like Donnie Taylor and Jay Blackfoot, and you mentioned like the Godfather would be Sir Charles and TK Soul. But that being said, I noticed that people in Southern Soul was a bit different to me when I go to these parties before I understood. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All these people prefer to listen to Southern Soul than say Al Green or Owsley Brothers or something else that's on the radio, top 40 stuff. And I noticed that it's pockets of people everywhere that listen to the same thing. It just ain't been galvanized yet. So when you was talking about it, take the same route as hip hop, I agree with you. I think that when, you know, artists like, you know, Smoke came along, that it made the genre a little bit more popular. You know, kids grow up listening to, it's like kids listen to it, now they older, you know, so I think it's a unique genre. I think the people are like salt of the earth. It's a mean echo. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
I hear it. I do.
You got somebody.
You got an echo. You got two.
It's not me. It's y'all. It's not me. It's not me. It ain't me.
It's you.
But
It's
anyway,
you.
It's you.
it's me.
Yeah.
Y'all tripping.
I got a headset. You got a headset?
Okay, hold on.
You might need to put your headset in.
Got no headset, man.
You in the kitchen? You in the kitchen or something?
It's
No, I
probably
ain't in
bouncing around. Are you in a smaller room or setting?
I'll move if y'all wouldn't do me like that. Hold up. Keep talking.
You in a stairway.
Y'all excuse me. Excuse me. If it changed, yeah, I go and open that.
He in that hallway and it's bouncing.
I'm at the casino. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
No wonder.
I'm at the casino. I just
Lady at
so
the
y'all
casino. She lost all her money.
okay, go ahead on. It's raining out there. Can't do that. Go ahead, I'm here.
We can hear you still though.
Oh gosh.
If it stop, I'm gonna apologize.
You already owe us one.
Man, please.
So this is what I'm
nothing
gonna
but
ask of you guys. This is
Go
what
ahead.
I'm gonna ask of Mr. Smoking. Like Willie done gone off. Okay. We still got an echo here though, somewhere.
For real?
If you got earpiece,
I can get some headsets. Give me 1 second. Let me go
you
get
cool,
a headset.
you cool, Prince. You cool.
Okay.
You cool. Yeah.
That's all right. So I want you guys to sing a little bit. I want to hear y'all sing.
Okay, so you put me on the spot. But since you put me on the spot, what I'll do, I'll sing a song that I'm working on in Southern Soul.
Okay.
It's a Southern Soul song that I'm working on currently. I have two that I'm really trying to fine tune right now. So I'll give you this one first.
Okay.
It says, hey there, little mama, body dripping that designer, looking so good, I got something to say. I ain't came here for no drama from your BD or your papa. I'm a grown man, I ain't coming to play. Now you know I can't ignore it. I love the way you hold it. Trap nice between those tips and those thighs. It's the sway when you be walking, nasty things when you be talking. You about to make that temperature rise. Come put your loving on my tongue. That's the song I'm working on. Loving on my tongue.
Boy.
Loving on my tongue. Come and put it on me, baby. Come and put it on me.
You done woke them up, baby. One more time, Queen. Do it one more time. Dang. I only follow directions.
You only follow directions, baby. Come and put that loving on my tongue, honey. Where we at? What we doing?
Somebody said.
He's back. He's still like he in the hallway. Yeah. Ooh, that was. I told y'all I was gonna be good tonight. I'm keeping my word.
Thank you, darling.
Y'all still hear echo?
It's a little better.
It wasn't. I guess it was. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's all right.
It's all good, bro. You good, man.
I'm sorry. I thought I was good. I thought I was good. It was good the first 20 minutes.
Absolutely. Okay, Smoke. Prince Raheem gave us a sample. You gotta give us a little sample. I love that, Prince. I love that song.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Yeah, you can put my tongue on the album if you want to.
I want to, baby.
Smoke like what the fuck? Lord, you got my brother over there, Tika.
Well, you just can't. Hey,
I was blessed.
you just can't. You gotta swear you will, but you just can't be that big tongue.
I told y'all she wasn't good. She be cutting up.
Swear now.
I'll be good. Your turn, Mr. Smoke.
Baby, let's stay home tonight. I don't want to see no disco lights. And whenever the mood is right, I want to take you in my arms and hold you tight.
Queen,
I want
what you
some
got to
more.
say about that?
I know you ain't just stop like that.
Thickums. Let me tell you something. What we on, y'all? What we on Facebook? What we on, y'all?
We on Facebook and YouTube Live.
Yeah, YouTube Live. Don't try to
Lord.
too bad. We gonna say that for behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Mr. Willie, your turn. What you got for the
So,
audience?
so we singing all original music, or we singing anything?
No matter, just give us a little sample of what you got.
Oh, I like that one. Do the things to keep a smile on her face. Say the things to make her feel better every day. And you got to stay on your P's and Q's. If you don't, the woman you could really lose. I had love and I lost it. And no one can help me share the pain that it caused. Oh, we gotta have it. Well, you know, y'all know that song.
Mr. Willis, sir, I salute, man, the soulfulness that comes through those vocal cords, the warmth that comes through your vocals, man. I love it, bro. I love it, man. Salute to you too, Mr. Smoke. Y'all do y'all thing, man.
Y'all showing out.
Y'all showing out for real, man.
That's where I got it from, listening to him.
But y'all really sang something. You did.
Yeah, man.
Y'all did that. Y'all did
Thank
that.
you.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Well,
No, my
you
already,
already sang. Yeah, you sang something. You sang sub. You already showed out now.
That's right.
Who, me?
It wasn't my fault.
Oh, talking about Queen. Queen, yeah, go ahead.
It wasn't my
Come
fault.
on.
It was Prince Raheem's fault. But he was the
Oh, it was my fault. I'll be the blame.
Yeah. You
I'll be
don't
the
correct
blame.
the tongue.
I did. I mentioned it. I'm sorry.
All right, let me see what I'm gonna do. When you lose the one you love, my heart goes through changes, especially when the memories still holding free.
So ain't good.
Just
Come
when
on,
you
man.
think the pain is all gone, don't lose yourself, cause here's the deal. That's the way love works. You've got to hurt before you heal.
Yeah.
Yes, baby.
I love that song.
Yeah, me
Yes.
too. Yeah.
Tika.
What you gonna give us, Tika?
Write something for me, Tika. Write something.
Nothing. I'm the host.
Organize for Tika. Hey,
Okay,
Tika
now.
is the best organizer in the world, y'all.
Absolutely. I'll do that all day long.
Hey, listen,
Trust
Why
me.
I let her talk and I stay in the background?
I know that for a fact because the way she had David Hall's event, one of the biggest promoters the biggest promoter in the Tallahassee area.
Yeah.
She had his event running like clockwork. You understand me? And I'm so appreciative of her presence on that show because it was necessary. Darling, we need.
I do logistics all day long, bro.
I wish I could show y'all something that Tika did, y'all. And was in Pensacola, Florida.
What's she doing?
Oh man, y'all was in my backyard. I love Pensacola.
Yeah, so Tika came to this venue, y'all, and she took over. All right, we had some people helping us, but she just came and took over. So here's the first thing, y'all. Tika was about to write something.
She what?
She about to write some on a piece of paper, y'all. I swear. And she's so proud. And listen, I wish I could show you how she wrote. Let me see. Y'all see my fingers?
Yeah.
Before she got rid of right, y'all. This how she was prepping her finger, y'all. And listen, she wrote that shit so neat, dog. Listen, hey, she on point, dog. I swear, dog. She don't miss.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I used to let me tell you what they did. I'm asking them in Pensacola. I'm with Hit Nation. What we doing, y'all? That is what we doing. Ain't nobody said nothing yet. I tell you what. I got that sheet of paper with TTIL. I done drew out everything. Done labeled everything. Done did all the logistics. I had my little team. We were good to go, bro. I told them, go over there and sit down, work on your little you and Tucker, y'all get together. You don't tell me we did our part. We put the stage together. You ain't even put no stage together. It was a whole nother crew over there. But that's all right. At the end of the day, we all look good because my thing was it was Hit Nation, and I was gonna make them look good. Because that's what it all boiled down was teamwork.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's it.
Yeah, I gotta tell a shout out to my team that was there. Little bit, Jazz, Amanda, and I don't know who the other little girl was, but we all came together as a team. It wasn't no just Dr. Tika. It was a team effort. Everybody jumped in, did what they had to do to make that show run smooth. But I had my brother looking good because he was responsible for the logistics. I told him, don't worry about it. I got that. I work behind the scenes. Y'all know I love to work behind the scenes. I don't say a word, but that's what I do, logistics, baby.
Yeah, it's so many on the Southern Soul. I want to say this. There's so many great artists out here, though. You know, saying that doing real well, just like Willie and some of the new guys that really doing well. And we got our leaders in Southern Soul. We talk about Tucker, King George, Pokey Bear, Sir Charles Jones, TK Soul, and some other one that I just can't name off the top of my head. But we got some newcomers out here, guys that doing really well. And a lot of the artists now are coming from the church over here, and doing a good job because I come from quartet gospel, and quartet gospel probably the closest thing to blues that you can get. One just saying God and one saying baby. You know what I'm saying? But the bass lines are kind of the same and all the kinds. But there's so many great artists out here, Willie and so many more new cats that doing really well. I'm proud.
You know
they
what?
let me know the drummer gonna be around for a long time.
Oh yeah, Mr. Smoke. I've been singing since I was 3 years old. Okay. I'm 58, so I've been a quartetter. I've never been into the contemporary nothing.
Me either.
I've opened up for basically every gospel group. Tommy Ellison, the Cancer Spirituals, gospel keynotes. Yeah. My group, that's what we did, sung quartet all our life, and still even today. But I look at Southern Soul as being gospel and blues, a combination of the both of them.
And let me stop you real quickly and let you start. And some Prince said that's why West can easy sing a gospel song and sing her genre music at the same time. And it's a lot of emotions in it, a lot of soulfulness in what she's doing, singing about the Lord and singing about her husband or what have you. But it's real close, Princess, like you said.
Yes,
real close.
Well, let me share this as I share with everybody. West Love is right here from my city, and I was her choir director as a little girl.
Okay. Yep.
Yes. So we
y'all didn't see her singing in that living room? Okay. Man, I still got that on my feed. Go look down my timeline. That was awesome.
You mean with me and Wes? Right. Which one you got with me and Wes?
Yeah, when you and West Love was singing in your living room, somebody's living room.
Yeah.
Talking about you got to encourage yourself. Ain't that the song?
You gotta encourage yourself. That's it.
I'll tell you another bad sister. And Lacey, boy. Woo.
Yeah.
She's Lacey. She's fire.
Oh God, yeah.
And see, Lacey got some that a lot of us, well, men and women in this genre don't have. She's the same background for Lil Milton. Oh man, I didn't
know that.
Yeah, man, she really got the core. You know what I'm saying? Lil Milton's so soulful and so bad. My God, I feel like Lil Milton is one of the underrated guys when it comes to Sir Charles. When it comes to Johnny Taylor and
Yes.
and Bobby Blue Bland them. That little Milton is a brother.
Yeah,
brother.
he's a bad boy.
He's
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
and I think Charles growing up singing background for Marvin Cease. Is that right?
I don't know.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. He came from Marvin Cease. You know what I'm saying? So these people in this genre that doing well, they got good stuff behind them.
Oh yeah.
Right. There's a lot of, to me, working in the background. I've been in the music industry since middle school, and I ain't gonna say how old I am.
90.
I'm too young for my age. But I've worked the backgrounds. I've worked from the hip hop to performing to the dance logistic, now to the business side of things. And I see so many people come and grow. But I'll tell anybody, as an artist, you can't do it by yourself. You have got to build you a team, a trusted team. It doesn't take a whole bunch, but you got to have dedicated people, and you got to know who's for you, who's on your side, and not just to be there to be a number to get in free all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you got to have a team. You can't do it by yourself. You got to have a team. Got to have a team.
Well, that's a good point. Me coming up right now, I'm working with somebody called Bridge the Gap out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. And they've been really good to me in respect to, getting me booked, higher visibility and things like that. So you absolutely correct. Sometimes where I started out is not as supportive. Everybody's kind of clawing for the same nickel or whatever, but it is what it is. So I appreciate Bridge the Gap.
I want to say one thing to you, Willie, as coming up being an artist. It's good to have managers. It's good to have teams. But as an artist, when you first start, you need to make the connection yourself. Let me tell you the reason why. Because these people,
that network.
like it ain't nothing like a promoter or book you just because of what he know the relationship that you and him got. You know what I'm saying? And so I did these things before I got a manager. I was doing it myself. You know what I'm saying? I booked my own stuff because I made these people my family. Now, when I got when I got a name a little bit bigger, that I couldn't just talk to everybody. I had to get somebody to help represent me.
Right.
You know even today, I got a manager. Her name is Candy Kane. Shout out to Candy Kane. I don't let her talk to certain people. Some people I talk to myself. And that way I can keep because I had somebody helping me when I didn't have nobody. So I wanted to say, well, so you've been feeding me all this time, Miss Thickums. You've been giving me food and all this kind. Now I done got big. Okay, well, go talk to Candace. She gonna help you. No, you help me personally. I'm gonna help you personally. That's how I feel. So sometimes
I think I had that conversation with Willie myself, about doing him. I manage myself, so. You got to get out there and you got to make things happen. And you know what, Willie? You feel so much better. Yeah. When you work, I sat behind my computer all day, doing my copyrights and stuff to my music. But when you push yourself, oh my God, when you have that feeling like, oh my God, I did this. That drive. It's something else. I want to share one more thing with y'all. And I'm probably one of the different Southern soul artists out of everybody. I want y'all to listen to me real good. When I first came out, I came out with a band. I had to do over 20 shows for free, but I still had to pay my band. You see what I'm saying? I had to pay them $200 regardless. And so when I tell you I put my work in, I put my work in and paid all my money out. It's time for me to reap something now. There you go.
Prince, look out.
Talk to me, man.
My girl, she used to fuss at me because I went all these places and had to pay my band. You know what I'm saying? And we worked hard. You know what I'm saying? To get to live 35 or 40,000, whatever we try to get. So I'm thankful.
Bro, I think that's your phone this time, making all that echo.
Who's mine?
Smoke.
I ain't want to say nothing. I had my phone on mute for the last 20
And
minutes.
I had my mic on mute,
For
so
the
nobody
last
could
20
hear me
minutes.
from me.
And mine is on Do Not Disturb.
All right.
I'm gonna say when I talk loud, it probably is my phone when I talk loud because I'm in my shop. But
In your
as I'm
shop,
talking right
yeah.
now, it ain't none of my phone, y'all. Y'all can get off me.
What you say? Get up off me now.
Get up off me. Prince, tell them get up off me now. But when I
That's
talk
right. Get up
loud,
off my brother now. We ain't gonna do that. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I just want to piggyback off what Mr. Smoke said, because again, I remember those humble beginnings for myself. As a independent solo artist. Once I broke away from Clay, yeah, I already had a name, but it's the reintroduction of yourself as a solo artist, because now there's no Beatmaster Clay D and Get Funky Crew to hide behind.
Right.
Prince Raheem is the man himself. So now it was a thing where I remember, just as Smoke stated, you know, back then I had dancers and a DJ with management and all of that. You know, at the end of the day, my team still had to be paid. Whether I got a dime or not, my team still needed to be taken care of. And I remember there were certain shows, like he said, there was no money involved for me, but I made sure my team was straight because I knew this was going to be the team that took care of me. You know, we started together, we grinded together. They had been through the good, bad, and the ugly with me. Shout out to Live in Color. They were my dogs and my brothers, and still are to this very day. So like y'all, listen, when I tell y'all, man, music has been a blessing. Music saved my life. It literally saved my life. It did not only change my life, but it saved my life. You know, I was definitely headed down the wrong path. My rap partner back in New York before I moved down to Florida got murdered, and you know they had me on the platter. They wanted me next. You feel me? I was dabbling and doing certain things I shouldn't have been involved in. You know, as a youngster, being rambunctious, just trying to be a little too grown before I was grown. You dig? And it put me in harm's way. But it was the music that saved my life. You know, the music is what got me to be able to move down south and connect with a Magic Mike and a Clay D. And they gravitate to me and say, you know what, boy, you got something that we want, and we are gonna help you build that up to something that can hold you down for the rest of your life. And here it is, like I said, 37 years in the game, and I'm still here, still touring.
Awesome.
That is
Awesome.
all right.
That's a testimony. Yes. Yes.
Well, y'all, we don't have but a few minutes left real quickly. We're going to start with Willie Rich. Willie, tell us what events you have and how do we connect with you?
Okay. First of all, you can look at Willie Rich on Facebook. You can look at Willie Rich on YouTube. That's where all my music is released. I play with a band in Atlanta, in Georgia. I'm in the Georgia area. Douglasville. That's going to be Astille, Georgia. It's going to be those two right now. A place called Tito's. You'll catch me with a band live. Okay. Like I say, I'm working on something right now I don't want to mention, but it's in Astille, Georgia. That's pretty much where I'll be for the foreseeable future.
Okay. Smoke?
Yeah, so Saturday I will go to Newville, Alabama, which I've never been there before. The weekend after that, I'll be heading down to Tallahassee, Florida, where my sister at. And then from there, I will travel to Texas, Temple, Texas. So that's what we're going to do in October.
Okay. And Raheem?
Well, I'm scheduled to be in Atlanta. I have some dates in Atlanta. I have a couple of dates in Florida, Orlando area, Cocoa that I'm working on. I also have an event that I'll be throwing once a month in Winter Haven, Florida. It's going to be called Grown Folks Fridays. Okay. Once a month on a Friday, I'm bringing grown folks. So I'm definitely going to be in touch with you, Mr. Smoke, and you, Mr. Willie, because I would love to bring some Southern Soul. When I tell you they love Southern Soul in Polk County, bro, I know y'all going to sell the venue out. You understand what I'm saying? I know that for a fact. They love Southern Soul.
Two whole names got missed out.
Oh, no, Dr. Tika and Queen. Don't listen. Y'all know what it is now. Y'all know y'all gonna have to be there now. Don't play with me. But I want the people to know if they want to get in contact with Prince Raheem, you can follow me on Instagram at Prince Raheem 305, and the Raheem is spelled with an I-E, not a double E. On Facebook, it's just Prince Raheem. To reach my management for bookings, it's Diggs Dynasty Management on Instagram and Facebook. I got to shout out my girl. She's from Connected Dots, Yolanda Marshall, who's in the chat. She's been a supporter of me for some years now. I never had the opportunity to meet her, but I so appreciate who she is and her presence and her continued support over these years. She was around when my son was murdered, and she kind of helped me through it, just as Dr. Tika did. And there were several other people who came to my aid when I lost my son in 2019. So I just want to say thank you to y'all for being who y'all were genuinely to me.
Okay,
Awesome.
wonderful.
All right, Prince Raheem, I just sent you a friend request.
Yes, ma'am. You know the problem.
Okay. And for those of you all, I'm Dr. T once again. On tomorrow at 6:45, I will be teaching the Tamia Can't Get Enough line dance. So if you're wondering how to do this dance, I want to learn. You got to come back to Dr. T on Facebook Live. And we're going to close the show out from there. Go ahead, Queen.
All right, all right. So you guys heard it there. And then I need you guys to catch me. I am on Queen Danae's podcast on tomorrow night. And I know they're going to be putting all the information out. Queen Thickums will be on the podcast tomorrow night. And when Dr. Tika finished that dance, she's got to teach Queen Thickums Thickums Groove Shuffle dance. Okay?
That part.
Take the heat off of me. But anyway, so we have enjoyed you guys tonight. Thank you guys for joining in. All of our Facebook friends that are coming in saying hello. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate Willie, Mr. Smoke, Prince Raheem. We love you. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you guys and working with you guys. And let's just continue to do what we do. Let's love God and love each other and make this music.
Amen. All right. See y'all. Before I go, let me just say salute. I see my dog Oscar G Short up in there. He manages Coffee Bean, Miss Coffee Bean that sings My Boo. Salute to your dog. And I need to correct the name. I said Connect the Dot. It's Bridge the Gap promo. So I got to shout out my girl Yolanda Marshall. Thank you so much.
All right. All right.
Y'all have a good night.
Y'all do the same.
Okay. Stay on. We're going in the back room.
Okay.